I'm Crystal, aka the Points Diva, and welcome to my channel. I am all about showing people how to travel on points and miles. Why use your own money if you really don't have to? So in this video, I'm gonna highlight our 24-hour layover in Johannesburg. We did Johannesburg right after our New Year's Eve trip in Cape Town, and it was bomb. Check it out over here. Anyways, Johannesburg is one of those cities where you can continuously go back to. It's filled with culture, art, the hottest dance moves, and most importantly, black wealth. So let's watch this video, but before we do, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Let's go. We had some friends that live in Johannesburg and offered to show us their city. I highly recommend to hire a local guide to show you around. Joburg is huge and Uber can get costly. Once you have a local guide, head over to the different townships. The unfortunate part about South Africa is you can still witness some of the apartheid segregation. During the apartheid era, Black people were evicted from properties that were in areas designated as white only and forced to move into these segregated townships. Separate townships were established for each of the 3 designated non-white race groups. That included Black, Colored, and Indians. Colored here is mixed race. The interesting part is also about only 24% of the residents in the townships live in brick structures, so everyone isn't poor. And then you have about 43% that live in shack areas, and then 27% are in backyard shacks. As stated, my group stayed at the African Pride Melrose Arch Hotel. This is part of the Marriott Autograph Collection and it's a category 3. You'll find rates around $120 per night, or you can choose to use 15,000 points per night on the low season or 20,000 points per night for peak season. So this is a really great value for category 3 because the area is really nice. There's a lot to do and the service is impeccable. Also, another great perk for using points with Marriott, if you decide to stay for 4 nights, your 5th night is free. If you decide to pay out of pocket, make sure you use the American Express Marriott Brilliant card because at Marriott properties, you'll get 6 points per dollar. This is our last day in Johannesburg. We had a very quick stay. However, we stayed in a Marriott property where we did use our points, and we'll talk about that later, but we stayed at the African Pride Melrose Arch Hotel. It's a gorgeous area, very safe, very like she posh. And I met Miss Pinky, and y'all, she is thebomb.com. She was so cute, and I said, you have to be on this video. Anything you want to say, Miss Pinky?
Oh yes, why not? Like she said, come and experience yourself African Pride Melrose Arch Hotel. You will not regret being in this hotel.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, catch us later. Next on your list should be Nelson Mandela Square. This is a mall with local shops, restaurants, and where you can find a huge statue of Nelson Mandela. If you have a couple of hours to spare, head over to the Apartheid Museum. We learned so much about race classification, and they even made this an entry point into the museum. I loved how bold this was because it instantly made you put yourself into that era. They do have temporary museums, so every time you go, there should be something new to see. We didn't take any video because we just really wanted to be in the moment. You can't go wrong with the endless amounts of great restaurants in Joburg. Our friends took us to Lock, Stock, and Beer, and it was in the middle of the day and live, y'all. It was a diverse crowd and everybody was just dancing their hearts out. The food was great American food, and they had even better margaritas. Later that night, it was time to hit the nightlife scene. There was one street, and I just can't remember the name, but it had a few bars beside each other, and it was all lit. They were all locals, and we loved it. The best part was one of the clubs we had gone to. It had the best DJ and nonstop dancing. And y'all, I have never in my life been to a club that had everybody dancing, and they were pretty much doing the same dances to certain songs. And can I just say, I love my people because we just have the best rhythm and our vibe is just like no other. And after the trip, we were all trying to imitate and do the dances that we had learned. Okay, yeah, just watch. After burning some calories dancing, the guys wanted to order some food. The lady gave them a huge plate of raw meat, and they were like, okay, what? Then the lady was like, oh, you gotta go outside, take it to the grill master. So y'all, I really think we were like sticking out like sore thumbs, and people knew we were Americans. Needless to say, the food was bomb. That sums up our 24-hour layover in Johannesburg. Thank you to this amazing group who traveled to Cape Town and Joburg with the Points Diva. Also, major shout out to our friends who hosted us in Johannesburg. If you have a chance to visit Joburg, I highly recommend going for more than one day. Let me know if you have any comments about places we visited in the section below. Also, before you go, check out the first part of our trip to Cape Town and hit that like and subscribe button.